Hello, 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 dolls. It is I, ArtWorkOfDR, DJ Kitty Ruby, you know, your girl. And it's finally here, dolls. My first YouTube artist collab. And we have worked with 12 really cool artists, small YouTubers like myself. And it's really fun and great to get to know other people. We met in the Discord group that I talked about a few videos back, where it's called the Art Room. It's really cool. Anyway, let me talk about the collab really quick, because this video is going to get a little serious in a little bit. So this collab, like I said, is with 12 other artists. It is called the Aether Elemental Collabrative. Sorry, we didn't want to use collaboration because everybody uses that, or you can just say A.e.c. for short. It has 12 different elements. We have ice, death, light, magic, earth, wind, tech, time, dark, which is what I'm doing, water, life, and fire. And the other artists that I'm working with are izbyarts, which is doing ice. If I say the names wrong, I'm sorry, dolls. I'm horrible. I will, however, have links to all of their channels with the right spellings and everything down below. So please hang in with me, okay? So like I said, izbyarts with his ice, Seng, death, wonderful, light, Taryn, magic, which is actually Rachel Ann here on YouTube. And the other one of the other ones is M's Art Studio, Earth, which I know her as M's Art Studio. It's just all one word. So I guess that was not really needed. Anyway, sorry. One of the other ones is Nilla Co. She's doing wind. The other one is Hamster No Art. She's doing tech. Then we have Peppermint Cutie doing time. Myself is doing dark. Mai is doing water, which M-A-I, Mai. Random Doodler, which is actually Jack's Doodles here on YouTube, is doing life. And Shelneelynn is doing fire. I'm sorry if I said any of the names wrong, dolls. I really, really am. Names are not my thing. I'm horrible at pronouncing things, and I do apologize. Anyway, we met in that Discord group like I was talking about, and it was really cool to get the chance to do this collab with these ladies. It was a lot of fun to just have ideas and really, show them the process and get, someone else's perspective every once in a while on the piece that you're already working on, which it was really helpful. So anyway, my piece was darkness, and so I automatically went to this horned priestess or sorceress kind of vibe. And I looked at some different pictures on Pinterest and on Google and all these other things, and there was this serpent going around a tree, and I was like, I really like the look of that serpent, so I took the shape of that serpent and wrapped it around the sorceress girl. It's kind of like her demonic beast. They did have some words along with the little picture that came with my element. And one of them was demonic and compassion, shadow. Dang, what were the other ones? I know I just had them on top of my head too. Oh, space, chaos, demonic, compassion. Shadow is another one that I threw in there. Because, darkness, shadow, all that stuff. Connected. So later on you're gonna see how I add texture to this piece, and I basically only used Bombay Indie ink in this, and then I used my watercolors and gouache on this piece as well, and then I do have some metallic paint, which is like crafter's paint, that I use. I showed the camera at the beginning. It was really cheap. It's like home decor paint. It was really easy, and I got it for super cheap at my local Meijer, and I hadn't used it yet, so I used it on the crown And I also used some of it to do in the green later to do the glow. So to me, darkness means a lot of different things, and I feel like the way that this piece like felt to me, it was like not just dark, but the darkness of things. There's always a dark side to things. There's a dark side to magic, and I really wanted to do magic, and so that was actually my first choice, but someone else had already grabbed it, so I didn't get to do magic. But I figured, why not, since dark can lead to a dark sorceress. I felt, there we go, I can basically do two at the same time. So anyway, I did that, and it looks really cool. She has a floating skull in her hand, which I do have to fix on later on in the movie or video. The skull was really too small for her hand, and it made her hand look huge, and the thumb was coming out. And then during a live stream, one of my buddies was all like, hey, you know, if you da-da-da-da, then it'll look a little bit better. And I was like, you know what, you're right, it's been bugging me for a while, so I'm gonna fix it. Up here you're gonna see a jump in a little bit, and that is because I did stream part of this collab on my Twitch channel, and unfortunately some of my footage I could not find in my recordings, and I guess with the new system that I was trying out, it won't record to my computer as well, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't know. Anyway, dolls, I have something a little bit serious to talk to you about. If you don't want to hear the serious topic, you can always mute and just continue to watch the progress of the painting behind you, which is perfectly fine with me. But since this topic kind of goes with this piece and this theme, I really felt like it was important to bring up. If you guys have been watching my channel, you do know that I do have some health issues, and I've been on medication for a few years. So since my theme here is dark, my element is dark, I want to talk to you today about the dark side of medications. My illness is fibromyalgia. That's my main illness, and I have been taking Lyrica for I think at least 4 years now on different dosages. It's supposed to help lower the amount of signals sent out from your brain to your body, so that you're not constantly feeling the pain that you're in from the fibromyalgia, which fibromyalgia sends out fake signals to your nerve endings telling them that you're in pain, so anything touches you, you're in agony. And you also get lightning bolt pain. It's really hard to explain. It's different for all of us too, I've noticed over the last few years of talking to other people. But for me, I have different symptoms that happen to me, and it's really frustrating and painful, and it actually wears you out a lot. But the medication has been a struggle, and for the longest time I've been on Lyrica, and I just had a very life-changing event happen the other Friday. Like I said, I've been on this medication for years, and I've been on different dosages of it. I was on the lowest dose that I've ever been on the whole entire time, and I was still feeling extremely tired from this medication. I would tell my doctors all the time, you know, this medication makes me super tired, I cannot function during the day, and all they would do is lower the dose and ask, you know, say, oh, we'll talk about it again after a while. And before I go any further, I do want to say I am not a licensed doctor. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your body or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you something that has happened to me, something to be watchful for. And if you are on any medications for anything and you do not like the way that it makes you feel uncomfortable while on it, it makes you act a certain way that's inappropriate or dangerous or anything, please do what you feel is best for you. Talk to your doctors, demand, you know, that they either take you off of it or switch you onto something else the best way possible. before something bad happens to you, because what I'm about to tell you has me completely messed up. Whew, I'm a very emotional person as it is, and to talk about this makes me relive it, and it's really hard. So last Friday, not this Friday, but last Friday on the 22nd of June, I was driving to pick my husband up from work. I had gotten up from a nap because I had felt tired during the day. So I took a nap like I always do and got my kids in the car. We have a minivan and we were fine. We were driving, headed to his work, which is about 30 minutes away, I think. A little less depending on traffic. But it was a Friday before the weekend. It is summer and there was a lot of traffic. And this has never happened necessarily to me on the road in the afternoon where I'm super druggy and just cannot seem to keep my eyes open. But all of a sudden, I swear to God, I blinked. I passed, like basically blacked out, passed out, and I'm swerved the car. Next thing I know, I hear a thunk and my mirror is now missing and I have hit something. And I basically just, from that moment on, blacked out, told myself to focus on getting to my husband's work, and I just told asked the kids if they were okay and everything like that. I was so scared and so ashamed, and I know I should have stopped the car and pulled over, and it's been a real eye-opener for me. But I came home after picking my husband up. The damage, it's only to the car. No one has been hurt in this at all. No one. I now want to repeat that. No one was hurt. I was not hurt. My kids were not hurt. No other people were hurt. It was just some damage to the car and a little bit of damage to the other people's vehicle or their trailer. I'm not 100% sure because the cop did not tell me. We did deal with cops and everything later on. But I was just so distraught after it happened and in a mind fog, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't remember anything exactly, and I didn't know if anybody was going to believe what I had to say. But I do know that my life basically flashed before my eyes, and my kids' lives flashed before my eyes, and it was really scary. And I know that it has to do a lot with my sleep schedule, which is affected by the fibromyalgia, which is affected by the Lyrica. The Lyrica throws my sleep schedule off horribly. I would get so tired during the day where I would just end up sleeping. Like during the school year, it would be fine because I could sleep during the day when everybody was at work and school and things, and it'd be fine. And anyway, it's been tragic to me. Like, it shook me. And so knowing that this medication messes with my sleep and was making life a little uneasy and difficult, and then this last straw of the other Friday, it basically just made me throw away the medication. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh my God, how could you just stop taking a medication that you were prescribed? But I knew it was the best thing for me. I have done a detox from this medication one time before when I moved out of state, and the new state was like, we got to do all this stuff from scratch, and they wouldn't give me my medication. So I've been through before, and it's not a big deal. It can be, but as long as you're not doing a lot of stuff, it's fine. I'm a homebody. My husband's on vacation now, and so we're just home. We've already got one of the doors fixed. The other door doesn't seem like it's going to be quite fixable, so we're not going to worry about it. But anyway, the dark sides of medication is just, if you are feeling your body is different at all, please get checked in with the doctor as soon as possible and explain to them exactly how the medication is messing up your day-to-day life, and if it makes you feel super emotional, or if it's making you tired, or if it's making you anxious, or any of these things can contribute to the rest of your life, please see a doctor. There are so many medications out there that mess with your brain, and this is one of them. This medication, it messes with your brain so bad. Fog brain, memory loss, it's bad. Your sleeping gets kind of messed up, and a lot of people will just deal with it because fibromyalgia is one of those diseases that not everybody believes in. Some of them will just push Lyrica like it is a miracle drug, and it's not a miracle drug. It is not a cure-all for fibromyalgia patients. There are some of us who can't take it at all because of how it makes us feel now, and there's not a lot to be done. And I feel like we just feel so worn out by fighting for good care that we end up just dealing with it and taking what we're given, even if it makes us feel certain ways. And that's kind of how I've been for the last year or so, and I shouldn't have continued. I should have just stopped. But yeah, so that's what I kind of want to tell you guys. You know, the dark side of medication, it kind of goes with the theme dark, and I know that, you know, art is my release and everything like that. So I felt like this collab was, this piece in general was the best way I could probably talk about this subject. And I do apologize if it's not something you guys want to talk about or hear about, but I felt that it was necessary to just talk about a little bit with you. And yeah. If you guys want to continue to talk to me about serious things like this, you can go ahead and leave them in the comment below. No hate, just love. We're here to support one another and just take care of one another and give each other some place to lean on. If you have experiences, I am here to be a shoulder for you. That I have a Discord channel. You can follow me there. Talk to me there. You can talk to me here on YouTube, anywhere you want that I'm already on. I will link all my social medias below like I always do. And yeah, I am not a trained therapist. I am not anything like that, but I can listen to you and just give you my opinion on things and my experiences on things. And that's, you know, what friends are for. And I feel like after so long of the channel and being here, that we have become friends, and we should be able to have this open relationship with one another. And yeah, I have another collab coming up. It is a Pimp My 5. It is 5 words that we basically made into a prompt challenge, and it's not with these lovely ladies. There is one of them, though, that is also in that collab as well, but it's just going to be 5 of us, me, that one YouTuber, and 3 others. And that is going to be out sometime in July. I think we're trying to have it done by the 15th. And yeah, so check out for that one. And anyway, my favorite parts about this collab were meeting all these wonderful, wonderful artists, hearing what they had to say, listening to their advice. If I was having issues with anything, I could post a picture and ask questions, and they did the same thing. It was so wonderful. I'm so happy to be a part of this community and part of this collab in general. And I was so lucky to meet them and so lucky to work with them. I can't wait to possibly work on more collabs with them in the future. My favorite part about this piece is the glow from the dark magic. The green eyes for the serpent and for the demon lady, the dark sorceress, and it just the glowing from the skull and off of her horns and just off of everything. It just looks really cool. And I tried to do some line, like at the end here, you're watching right now, I tried to do some fine lining at the end, and it just wasn't really working out too well. I had to do it a few times to get the look I wanted. I had to find the right color, even though I thought I had the right color, and yeah. So it got a little difficult, but I finally did get something to look the way I wanted it to. Sorry for all my head being in the way. I'm trying some new angles here. And yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go because my mouth is getting really dry. It's 80 some odd degrees in my house, and this is due in the morning, so I still have to finish up this little bit. And yeah, I'm rambling again, and I apologize, but I do hope that you dolls check everybody else out below. I'm going to try to have them all linked by the time this goes live. If not, everything will get linked, so come and check those ladies out. The artists are great, and don't miss out on their channels if you're not subscribed to them already, because I swear it is so much fun just to see what they come up with all the time. And yeah, I like that. I like seeing all the different things that all these different artists can do, and the things that they try to do on their channels are great. We all have our own different things and different strengths and things, and it's kind of cool to see everybody's, you know, individual touches and how they do their art. It's really cool. So I hope you guys liked, and I will talk to you guys another time. Don't forget to keep those creative juices flowing. Bye, dolls!